In just under 30 days, I made 5 figures. I've taught students to make over $15,000 in just under 30 days in real estate. Without owning a house, without a license, without credit, all they had was just their phone. We implemented a wholesaling strategy and they were able to close on thousands. And now I'm teaching you how to do the same. This video might just be the exact moment your life starts to change, but only if you stick around. Let's get into how beginners just like you can start wholesaling and make a lot of money doing it. If we ever met, I'm Taylor Kinder. I'm an entrepreneur, real estate investor, and I coach people like you to break free and get into real estate so that you can generate and build your wealth. Starting with wholesaling, I've taught total beginners to start that process, to get deals, close deals in under 30 days, and make significant amount of money. All of this you can do without needing the bank, without needing a license, and without even forming an LLC. Stick with me with the next few minutes and I'll show you exactly how wholesaling can change your life. Wholesaling is just like real estate matchmaker. You connect the person who wants to sell fast with the person who wants to buy now, and you are the middleman. So you get paid for the connection. Let me teach you the entire concept. Imagine person A owns this property, right? Person A wants to get out of this house and they're stressed out, they're tired of paying rent. And then there's person B who has the money to buy this house and who's looking for an investment. And you as person C, this is you are in the middle right here. You connect person A to person B. So person B buys this asset and person A gets out of this real estate property. And you as person C make the money because you made the connection. And that is the power of wholesaling. That's it. Now within that, I skipped a lot of different steps that you have to take to be able to reach out and to get these motivated sellers, and then reach out so that you can get these buyers, these cash buyers that are ready to go at any moment. There's various different strategies. And then the middle, where you bring them to the title company, that's where you get paid. The key is looking for people that want to sell fast. Maybe they're behind on rent. Maybe they're tired. Maybe they're going through divorce. There's so many different reasons why some people want to sell their property right now. There's old ways like driving for dollars, which I don't recommend my students do. You don't need to drive around for dollars or looking for properties that are torn down and all this stuff. Everything has been condensed into various different apps that we use online, using the multiple apps that I can teach you in my coaching program. There's old strategies like driving for dollars, which you don't have to implement. I don't teach any of my students to be able to do this. This is old method that really doesn't work when you're driving for dollars, looking for properties that are worn down, all this stuff. It takes time, it eats up all your energy and all this stuff. There's better apps, there's better technology and better websites and tools that we use so that we can be able to find the right deal and leverage it. But here's the thing, this is where a lot of beginners get scared. They ask themselves, how am I going to play in the fact between these two deals that's going on? Well, here's the thing, you're offering help, you're offering a solution, and it costs to give solution to the problems in today's world. There's a quote from John Maxwell that said, people don't care how much you know until they figure out how much you care. Leverage that, use that. Let's say you agree on a property for about $70,000 with a seller. You take that $70,000, and let me demonstrate this. So you have $70,000, $70K. You agree on this property with the seller, and then you go under contract with him, and then you go to the buyer, and then you insert your fee, say 10K. All right. You go to the buyer and say, this property, if you want it, it's going to be $80,000. And the buyer goes directly and purchases it. That difference, that 10K is what you made in one deal. And that's just one example. I've seen students make $20,000, $35,000. It really just depends on the massive deals, the location, negotiation skills, all different types of tactics that you can implement in the strategy so that you can leverage Very straightforward, because once the buyer and the seller go straight to the title company sends you a check of the difference. They pay you directly. So in this case, you don't have to worry about chasing a check, chasing your money, or this or that. You get your money fair and square. Let me tell you about one of my students, Mike. Mike was working at FedEx, was delivering for 10 hours, about 9.5 hours a day, right? He came to me, he said, Taylor, there's gotta be another way to be able to make money here in the US. There's gotta be way more opportunities that I can leverage. And I taught him the method that I use to be able to wholesale on a consistent basis. He followed the steps that I used. He found a deal on Craigslist and was able to post his deal afterwards on Facebook Marketplace, on Facebook groups. He found this deal. And then once he found the deal and leveraged it, he was able to make a difference of $8,000. And that was way more than he can make in 2 months at FedEx. Here's the thing that changed for Mike and that can change for you. It's just one word: information. The right information can get you from making the money that you're making now into the money that you want to make in the future. Here are some common mistakes to avoid in wholesaling. One rule in wholesaling: don't offer the seller too much money. You make money when the buyer and when you negotiate the deal low and you sell it to the buyer, or you transfer the contract to the buyer at a higher price. That's where you make the money. So do not make the mistake of talking to the seller and negotiating, having them make more leverage or have more leverage over you in the deal. 2, do not skip the buyer list. You want to generate a long buyer list in the market that you're working on. And I can teach you the strategies and be able to accumulate, to grow a cash list. Do not skip this step, because if you skip this step, getting a buyer becomes more difficult than it should be. And it's a very straightforward process in getting buyers. Third common mistake: don't try to be perfect. You're going to mess up your first deal. But so what? Move on, keep doing more deals, and continue to make money. Let's be real. Most people want to start, but they keep watching YouTube videos and waiting for the perfect time to start. While other people are collecting 10K checks, $15,000 checks, $25,000 checks. What are you doing? That's the question I want to ask you. Just like the Bible says, faith without works is dead. So what are you doing with the time, with the leverage you have? All right, I'm going to give you a list of tools that I use that can help you significantly. Listen up. I use PopStream to find motivated sellers. And I also use Investor Lift to find motivated sellers. I use batch leads to set text and contact the sellers and to pull their numbers. And I also pull their information from county websites. Google Voice is a phone number, or even Open Phone as a business phone number. I use Canva to make flyers and ads, and all of this my team does alongside of me. If you really want to go the drive for dollar method, I would recommend Deal Machine. And finding cash buyers, real estate Facebook groups, Zillow, Craigslist, and various different places, especially Investor Lift. Having these tools is like having your real estate wholesaling backpack. You don't need all of them, but even with one of them, you can already close a deal. Here's what you want to do. Number 1, pick a market. Pick a city, pick a location, and go. Number 2, pick a method in which you're going to use. Is it cold calling? Is it driving for dollars? Whatever you're going to use, you do it and go forward. It's a goal for you to talk to at least 15 sellers a week, 15 to 25 sellers on a weekly basis. Join 3 to 5 real estate groups on Facebook or in person, various different places. And build a very simple cash buyers list. This list will go a long ways in helping you. And the last thing you want to do is watch this video twice so that you understand the tactics to implement to be able to make money in wholesaling. If you're serious about changing your life and making your first $10,000 without cash, without credit, without a license, comment down below and subscribe, and comment the word ready to go. Down below, you can join my free newsletter where you can get access to the calculators that I use, the cold calling scripts, all the different things and tactics that I use to be able to build a cash buyers list so that you can join and grow. And if you're serious, click the link below where you can join my community where I teach you everything that you need to know to be able to close your first deal. Here's the thing, if you don't move today, someone else will. If you don't close on a deal this month, someone else will. Don't wait till the pain of staying stuck becomes worse than the fear of starting. See you in the next video.